everybody, and welcome back to the channel where we are once again at the end of a stream. You can see the makeup is slowly dying. It was something that I trialed. There's this thing on TikTok at the moment where they do these really lovely kind of makeup looks using mascara, and you can see where I've tried to do it and it's failed epically. But you know what? It was fun. It's a cute look. We're going to dive straight back into our Ravenous Devils playthrough because we're here. I think I've done this right. So the reason I say that is because I know that you're like there's this thing she says a thing that says that essentially when you're editing your videos together or when you're doing this kind of thing, you want to be looking at your content. And I'm never sure if I'm looking the right way or not. It turns out I'm not looking the right way. Or am I looking the right way? Everything just moved. I'll double check. All
right.
Yeah, don't click things if you don't mean to either. So once again, welcome back. We're on Ravenous Devils, where we're going to do 2 days, hopefully, possibly more, depending on if the cutscene gods decide that they like us today. Because they might decide that they like us today. If that's the case, well done to them. I don't think we've got enough for any upgrades. Did we decide we were going to go for the cat? We can't go for the cat anyway. Can we go for the sausage stuffer? Yes, we can. So we will. And then we're just going to get the... Yes, we got the oven last time, didn't we? We got the oven. So we've got 3 ovens, so we can now see what we need to be cooking every single day, which is pretty cool. And now we are going to use 2 of the bodies. We're going to make steaks and we're going to make sausages. And that way it will, like, we'll be ready for the day. And hopefully we'll also have enough, we'll be able to get some deliveries of our cloth and our meat. Because we need some cloth, more than meat, to be honest. Wow, it's busy today. Already we're busy. Well, the shop's busy. The tailor's isn't. The butcher's is. Someone's coming to buy one of our lovely clothing. We use steak first, and now we're going to use our sausages.
I like this color.
And then we're going to get a sausage going, and we're going to stab this one. Because that's how we do. So, yeah, how is everybody? Yeah, I've had a really rough week at work last week. It was not fun in any way, shape, or form. Not something I would wish on my worst enemy. Actually, no, I would. Let's be honest. I would, because I'm petty. Or just thinking that they deserve it. Because, let's be honest, they might do. Oh, no, he's going to get there first. And it meant that I didn't stream. And I don't know about you guys, any of you guys who are streamers, do you ever get upset at yourself when you don't stream? Even when you give yourself permission and like, I'm not in the right headspace, this will fail epically, everything will go horribly wrong. It'll just be the worst thing that I could do at any given moment. I shouldn't do this. And then you go and do it anyway. It was kind of like that. It was so frustrating. I was so mad at myself. And just things just kept going on wrong at work. And like, so one of the people I work with went on holiday and I decided to try and help them out. You know, yeah, as you do. You know you shouldn't, but it's like, you know what? I have had some minor training on how to do this stuff. It'll be helpful for everybody if I step up and do it. Now, it turns out I haven't been told the full ins and outs. That's not his fault. That's not the person that covers fall's fault. It's not his job to train me on all of the ins and outs. And it was just really one of those moments where it was like, oh, this isn't going to work. And I was starting to make tiny little mistakes everywhere. Like, nothing I did was good enough. And this is how it feeds into, like, a lot of people talk about, like, how can you allow people to make you feel bad and all that kind of thing. It's like, when you are doing your best and your best is not considered good enough by the people that you are trying to actively help, how are you supposed to feel? Now, I understand the whole idea of, well, that's not your fault, they're ungrateful and all that kind of thing, but it still negatively affects people. And it's even worse when it comes to someone that has never, like, who hasn't had as much positive reinforcement. And I don't just mean myself. There are plenty of others out there who, we've been designed to be people pleasers. Our previous generation let us down something chronic. And yeah, it's still feeding back, and I still don't know how to deal with it. It's still one of those, go to therapy, do this, it'll sort it. And you're like, therapy's expensive. Therapy is really expensive, not something that a lot of us can afford to do during the cost of living crisis. And I know you can get things like BetterHelp and all that kind of stuff, but it's still £45 in the UK per session. And you're supposed to pay that once a week. So that's like £180 a month. Just, jeez. Okay, here we go. Here's our letter for the next day. Right. Let's get our days. Let's get all of our stuff ready to go. Ooh. I think we're constantly going to be running on kind of like low end stuff. Right, let's get this done. So yeah, it was a particularly rough and not very great week last week. So I'm glad, as you can see, I did stream, because I only tend to wear makeup after I've streamed, or if I'm in cosplay, and I don't tend to make many videos when I'm in cosplay anymore. Don't ask me why, I just don't. Right, we're all ready to go. Nice, actually, we're going to have a quick look at the upgrades. We could get the kitty cat. Or, no, we better not get a mannequin. We're not getting enough money. Let's save up for the attendant. Actually, we're going to save up for the attendant and just open the shop and get going. So, what are we going to take out first? The steak. So yeah, I've said that several times. Yep. Getting back to the streaming has been incredibly enjoyable today. So what's coming up in I'm starting work on my October videos. For those of you who don't know, and if you are a follower of mine for any length of time, you'll know that I am of pagan persuasion. I believe in spiritual aspects. Some people would call me a witch. I think that's a very good title. It's a nice fun title to go running with, so yes. And October is essentially the new year. It's when the wheel turns again. So the way days start for us, if I was allowed to live the way that my religious beliefs allowed me to, is my day would start when the sun sets. Because everything starts with death, apparently. And rebirth, essentially. So I would start my day when it gets dark, going to bed, which seems like a good way to deal with things, and then obviously wake up in the morning and deal with things. And then as the sun sets, we die by going to sleep and wake up reborn, refreshed, all that kind of thing. So that's why the new year is Samhain, October. It is the death of the year and the start of a new. Now, obviously, a lot of people have heard about the Wiccan side of things. I do not attribute to a lot of the Wiccan side of things. I know that there are several names for Samhain. Samhain's just the one that actually sticks with me really well. I like it a lot. I'm terrible at pronouncing the Norse Viking one, which is the one that I actually celebrate. I don't want to butcher it, and I know a lot of people would be like, yeah, but you know, Duolingo's there and all that kind of thing. You don't get it. I am that terrible at learning new languages that no, I'm not risking it. So every year I make a load of videos, and I do a video every single day for the month of October as an honoration to my ancestors, my gods, and all that kind of thing. Now, a lot of people would ask how making videos is ancestor worship and that kind of thing. It is actually to do with the fact that it's energy. I put energy into making my videos the same way everybody else does. Even if they seem like low quality content and not the best in the world, which is probably very true to some people. I understand that. I'm not going to get mad at anybody for that. It's still energy that I am offering up to my ancestors and to the gods, or the spirits, or whatever you want to call it. If you're agnostic and you just believe that I'm giving it to someone, that's fine. If you are atheist, whatever. You can call me an idiot, but I will call you the same, because I do not like that kind of thing on my page. Always approach it as a learning experience. No matter what you are, like, I will ask all sorts of questions about religions because I find them interesting. I always have done. I always want to hear about other people's religions, and I will honour them. The only one that I don't agree with too much at the moment is quite a few of the Abrahamic religions, and that's because they impress themselves upon everybody, even if they do not subscribe to them, which is kind of unfair. That's why I've always believed in a division of church versus state, because it's frustrating and a very, very long story. But yes, in the month of October there's going to be a load of videos, and one every single day. I try my best, and that's what's coming up. If you are interested in any of the talking points to do with religion, by all means do leave them in the comments down below. As always, keep them respectful, and don't be mean to anybody, myself included. Don't preach Bible verses at me. I've had that done on my channel before. I will just block you and move on. If you are here to learn and discuss, welcome. Please leave your comments down below. Thank you everybody for joining us. Do, as always, have fun, take care, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.